are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Jets 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he will take this down close to a 1st down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down. But that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They go back to Allen. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Give up the middle with Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Hall. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. On the give, this is Allen. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll take this up past the 40. A pickup of 5.
All right.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and 5.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and It's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's Hill. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Back to the air one more time. He's got that complete to Knox. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A gain there of 27 yards.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They give to Hall. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. The man in motion is Watson. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Jets. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Oh, ready?
They'll begin here on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That one caught by Tucker. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On second down, Stroud. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. First down, sack. Second down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in third and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
What can they do here? This is third and forever.
Oh, ready.
To throw is Stroud. Again, working deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The extra point is good. And the Texans will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Let's go now.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Another run here with Hall. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And We'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The man in motion is Watson. This one complete right side. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. 3rd down coming up.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. First and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Hey.
His drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
Here we go.
They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment. Third down and 9. Here's Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He's got his man. It's Hill. 17 yards on that play, and the Jets have a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. Big opening up the middle. And he's going to have the Jets' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Another run, and again, it's Allen. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, New York. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets will move out to a 14-7 lead. Very little time remaining in this 1st half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to try it here again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Now give on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Sauce Gardner makes the tackle. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Texans first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now, Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. Here's 1st and 10.
All right.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there, just a short game.
On the quick, right?
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Stroud. He gets this one to Tucker. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
All right.
Here now, 3rd and 5. In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he gets this up close to the 40. Christian Harris there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, caught by Tyreek. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Hill brought in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete.
These are game-changing opportunities, Mike. And at this level, when you have a wide receiver that open downfield, you've got to connect. And in this case, he just flat-out missed them. And we're talking about a massive play had they connected. But instead, that's a mistake he's going to wish he had back.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. Now he's loose again. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New York. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. To throw is Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So back to level after the touchdown in time for the kickoff. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Christian Harris there on the stop. He'll look to throw. He's got that complete to Knox. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Allen. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a first down. A gain there of 17. Now a run on 1st down. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45. Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Stroud to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Now Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is caught. And he will score again. Touchdown, Texans. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. The task now a really tough one. 3rd and very long. He's got his man. It's Hill. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and goal. They'll stick to the ground. Oh, he coughs up the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're already up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
1st and 10.
Here we go.
Up the middle they go. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
All right.
Handoff here, up the middle. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. We'll talk things over before 3rd down.
On the quick, right?
They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This is 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete right side. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Jets 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. The man in motion is Watson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Now, 1st and goal. He'll run. He's slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here as they'll stop it with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Now, faking the give. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late 4th as the kickoff comes. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
To throw, it's Stroud. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
A lot riding on this play. Tie game, final minute, 3rd down. Here's Stroud. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets 1 possession unless the opening possession is a touchdown. Then it's game over. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts, and all replays come from upstairs. If the first OT ends in a tie, so does the game. 4 quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Already.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Here we go.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This one intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So as this game's gone on, Mike, this secondary is just continuing to learn, continuing to remember all the different looks this offense has thrown at them. And now it all pays off. Start of overtime, they see one that they recognize, and they jump it, and now they set up their team with a chance to win it here in overtime.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He keeps it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains.
So they decide to move the pocket in the launch point for the quarterback by calling a bootleg. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball downfield, but it does allow him to get out onto the edge, pick up a positive gain, and convert the first down.
And he's going to be taken down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. He'll look to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal. Now this looks like a design run. And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone. That'll do it. They win it in OT. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.